Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, recap with Andy Ruiz Jr., a former heavyweight champion, and Jarrell Big Baby Miller, the over 300 pounds dude that comes forward, but been dope a time or two. A good little fight between these guys. It goes 12 rounds, right? It goes 12 rounds. And I'm just going to get to the chase, cut through the chase. The thing is, we got a draw here. We got a draw between these guys. And after watching the fight, I'm going to say the draw should have been a draw, I think. I think Andy Ruiz Jr. did enough in those first rounds, and Jarrell Big Baby Miller came on in the second half of that fight. He came on, but was coming forward, but neither one of these guys hurt each other. I think Andy Ruiz Jr. had a little fatigue going on, wasn't throwing too many punches, but he had landed a couple in between. But Jarrell Big Baby Miller would just keep coming forward and throwing some punches. And Big Baby Miller also, he could have took the fight into his hands, but I think he was trying to pace himself. You would see that, like, once somebody says it's 10 seconds, then at every round he would try to throw some flurries to get the round at the end of the round and stuff like that. But I don't think he took the whole fight into his hands. And what I'm trying to say is neither one of these guys really deserve to win or deserve to lose. That's why with a fight like this, it's kind of a draw. I don't think there was a robbery or anything like this. Towards the end, you were kind of leaning towards Big Baby Miller maybe being able to pull it out, but it wasn't to the point where I would say it was a robbery. I think it's a draw was pretty good for this fight. A rematch, okay, it could be, but Andy Ruiz Jr. gonna have to get himself more fit, right? But he was saying he had a little hand injury, a right hand injury, which could have been the case. But I will say this: I'm proud of LA, the crowd too. Even though, because Andy Ruiz Jr. is a Mexican guy, he's a great guy, and Mexicans are cool to go for their guy, but to see them cheering for Jarrell Miller was something to see. At least I'm proud of LA here, because you really rarely see anybody cheering for any type of brother. So it was at least good to see them kind of being fair and at least giving Jarrell Miller a little love here. And even though I don't so much, because you know how I am. I mean, the man's over 300 pounds and was doped. So, he's going to have to win me back. I do like his interviews and the fact that he can talk some smack. But when you're over 300 pounds and you doped, that's similar to me to Tyson Fury being 270 pounds, talented, 6'9", and doped. Then I'm not really fans of them because they're a lot bigger than those guys that they're fighting that are not doped. So I kind of go for the underdogs in those cases. But right now, Jarrell Miller seems to be trying to get his stuff together and to pull out a draw against Andy Ruiz Jr. after coming off a loss to Daniel Dubois. He seems to be on the right path. Fans are behind him. So if Jarrell can continue to just handle his business, keep being diligent. He doesn't throw punches really for power. He's a volume kind of punch kind of guy. He just needs to figure out, I might have to sit down on a few punches, pace myself and sit down on a few punches at the end of the rounds and probably try to get people up out of there. But at the end of the day, a draw was okay for this fight. We up out of here. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. We up out of here, y'all.